my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming. The world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it was just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Commanders and the Cowboys, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Taken from about the 12, and he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. To throw, it's Wentz. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz rolling to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 43. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as an NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Wentz's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game. The Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing. Prescott. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Prescott. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Micah Parsons drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 31, Wentz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the top. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And quickly they get to the line. After the sack on first down, Prescott. 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Meanwhile, Wentz is thrown into the hands of McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Wentz. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Wentz's throw complete to Dotson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They find some open field here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Arlington. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. 2nd down and goal. Wentz looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That'll be caught by Anderson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're... And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Winston Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first. Now Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Wentz and the Commanders down by 12, 2:16 to play. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 36, Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, Prescott here to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
That's going to be caught. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Cowboys are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, here's Gibson. Dances by him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On first down, Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, it's Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Throwing here, Prescott. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Holding. Receiving.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head.